All right, hello everybody and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Tonight I just wanted to make a quick video on another product that I picked up off of Olight. This is their O-Fan Day sale. So they have a big event every year that, I went last year. I didn't get to go this year because it was too far away. But I still picked up an order off them, off their website. So this is one of the things I got. I have another thing I want to show you later on. But for a flashlight, this thing is going to be awesome. So let's get right into this thing. We'll get some beam shots with it. And other than that, we'll go over some product stuff. So as you can see, they have awesome packaging on their stuff. I mean, the packaging on these things are crazy. And as you can see, it says Arkfeld Ultra. And this is their new aluminum. They have made like a hardened aluminum, I guess. So let's pop this thing open. And these boxes are crazy. Everything has foam in it and they're real thick. It's neat. Here's a little pull strap. But first thing we're gonna do is we'll take this thing out. And let's set it aside. We'll look at this last. So on the inside of the box here, this one came with a coin. And we'll give that a pull. Set that aside. And these things are neat. A lot of these lights are collectible. This is their first light they released in this material. But they have some really nice stuff they send with these. I'm starting to get a collection of some of these coins. A lot of their knives come with some coins, so at least they used to. But that's a cool little thing to add on to a light that's heavy. So there, we have the directions, and I will charge this thing the whole way up before we do any real testing with it. So let's open the package, see what they give you in here. Another nice little cardboard box, and that is empty. And in this box, you get some literature and one of these MCC chargers, and this one will do, this one is just the standard MCC one. They do have one of these that will charge a bunch of their different, a bunch of the different lights. This one will charge all the lights, but it won't be as fast as some of the bigger light chargers. But it's nice they send these, because if you never bought one before, you would not have this. But I'm starting to get about 500 of these. So next thing, you just have some safety warnings. And where do we have English? Right here. If you want to pause that, you can check it out. And then here is the whole abundance of languages that they have on here, because they sell these things all over the planet. So it's pretty extreme. And this is the one you want to know if you want to know how to work the thing. There is all of the different languages. And of course, where I am, we are going to be concerned about this one. So there are your lumen outputs. Turbo's 1400 lumens, and it will run on 1400 lumens for 4 minutes, and then step down to 30% of 1400. And it'll stay there for 121 minutes. Then high is 420 lumens, and it will run like that for 135 minutes straight. And then it will drop down to 24% of that for 12 minutes. And you can see the rest. Medium 100 lumens, 9 hours and 45 minutes. Low 15 for 55 hours. In moonlight, it's 1 lumen for 11 days. There is your specs. how to activate all the modes, which we'll go through right now real quick. And that's pretty much it. So let's check this thing out. The real thing everybody wants to see. If you're interested in this stuff, this has to be one of the most popular lights. This is the new version of it. This is called the Arkfeld Ultra. So as you can see, this is made out of their new aluminum. This is supposed to be a lot more hard than just regular aluminum. So the detail, this stuff is super grippy. The detail on this thing is extreme. So there is what they're calling their new aluminum. It's 3R laser on there. Big reversible pocket clip. You can wear this on a hat, slide it down in your pocket as deep carry. That is where you plug this in with this. And here we have a UV, laser, and the light. You can see if you turn this on, it tells you how much battery is left on this thing. There we have a laser. And when you turn that on, it goes to a light, and also you have UV, which is awesome. This thing just to play with is awesome. I have the original, and I have the Pro model, and now this. This thing is awesome. People are always impressed when I pull one of these out, and they're like, what is that thing? I got a couple people that bought these off me now, that just because I had one, they had to buy it. But basically what you do is, here's the light mode. You just click to turn it on and click to hold it in, and it will go through all the modes. So it's low, medium, high. You do low, medium, high, low, medium, high. You just hold that in and it will keep going. And then I'm going to give you a strobe warning. If you double click this right now, it's going to go into strobe. So I'm going to do that. So there is the double click on this, a little different from the other ones. So if you want turbo on this one, it will be a triple click, and that puts you up the whole way to the 1400, which is impressively bright. And before I forget about it, this has a magnet on it. So I just stick it to the camera holder here, and that is magnetic. It is plenty strong to hold this whole thing. Then we'll go to the next one. So you have UV. This is just on, off. If you need, to find something. This is a very wide band of UV, so it has a pile of uses. I actually use this. My wife's, the thing she uses to set up her fingernails, it broke down the other day. This sets them up. So whatever that mix of stuff is that they put on their fingernails, this will set it up, which is awesome. And then, as you can see next, here is the laser. So it says it is a 3R rated laser, which is it's way more powerful than the first laser that came out in this. But it has another cool feature. If you would like to use the laser and at the same time the light, you just double click it. And now you have the light and the laser on. And at this point you can click and run through the modes also. So it's pretty cool. I just thought I would show you guys this. And what we will do is we'll go out now and we'll get a couple beam shots of this thing in the pitch black. So let's head on out there and try that out. And before I went out to show you guys the beam shots on this light, I just wanted to give you a size comparison between all of these Arkfeld models, I guess. This was the original. A little bit smaller than the rest of them, but this one just has the light and the laser, and they also made a model like this that had the light and the UV light. And then this is the Arc Flex. So it's a little wider, a little bit longer, buttons on the side, but it is a 90-degree light, and you can stop it anywhere in between. Buttons on the side. All of these are magnetic. Then they brought this Pro out. Pro's awesome. It's basically what this is. This is a little brighter. They're about the same size, slightly different design. This one has a little bit more grip to it, and this one is made out of their new aluminum, so I just wanted to show you. Light, laser, UV, they're both like that. Change modes that way. Honestly, they're really fun to play with, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, let's run out and do some beam shots of this thing. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Tonight we are out here in the flashlight testing facility. Yeah, facility. The flashlight testing spot with this Arkfeld Ultra. This thing's awesome, so I remembered I missed a mode on the inside, so let's get to that one. And if you hold this thing in, this is going to be moonlight mode. So there is moonlight. This is the 1 lumen mode, so as you can see, it isn't super bright, but this thing is floody, so I can see probably 3 feet, and the camera doesn't really do it justice for how bright it is, but it's super dark and overcast because it's been raining. So if we hold that in, that's going to jump up to low, and as you can see, it's fully charged because I charged it up the whole way. And there we have our bald apple tree, a couple leaves left on it, bunch of apples. And there we are going up the other tree, and this is plenty. You know, that's probably 20 yards out there I can see. And for right in front of you, anything you'd want to see, that is plenty. I think that said this will run for like 55 hours on this mode. So moving up from there, here we are on medium. And as you can see, that is way bright. So plenty. Looking all around. Going up that tree. And you can see a good ways over there on that little tram road. Now hold in, we're gonna go to high. And honestly, you wouldn't really need to go any brighter than this. You can see very far and very realistic colors up close. It is plenty bright, but if you need to go another level, if you triple click, now you're in turbo, and that is 1400 lumens. There goes some deer, so you can see them. You can see a couple eyeballs down there looking up at me, and they're just wondering what I'm doing. But you know, that's shining down through there. I can see probably, oh man, 100 yards probably. That's pretty good. And I mean, it is flooding a huge area. Let me see if I can back us up. If I can back us up half distance here. And doesn't want to switch the lens for me, but you can see it's lighting up the entire yard there. So it's massive. We can go up that tree. It's just like daylight. Same thing about this one. And then that's not all though. So we can switch over. And as you can see, there's a green beam coming out of there. And that would be our laser. So if we run this down through there, it will shine as far as you can see. That's the whole way till the end of the yard. That tree up there is probably, you know, 300 yards. That's clear into my neighbor's property, and you can see it shining on that. And like I said, with this laser mode, if you wanted to do both, like if you were in a construction project and it was dark, you can double click, and this will come on high mode with the laser. And you can click and hold, and it will go to the low mode with the laser, and hold again, and it will go to the medium with the laser, and the high mode with the laser. And that thing emits a crazy beam. If you want it off, you just double click. You are back to just the laser again. So that thing shines a long way. And then for the final mode, here is a UV light. So it doesn't pick it up in the camera too well, but like these brown leaves that are already dead, they really show up like this. All the greens are very, very vibrant, and yellows. You know, you can use these UV lights for a lot of options. I don't have anything on me. I guess my shorts, there's some dust and stuff in there from me working around the house today. As you can see, it lights stuff up like that. So there's piles of uses for that. Other than that, you can see that is the Arkfeld Ultra, and this thing is awesome. So if you like one, hey, go pick one up. You can't beat it. It's a good little light. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.